Heyo everybody, I'm Nick, and welcome back to Pokemon Sapphire Extra Episodes 3. This is what I like to call the special e-reader edition of Extra Episodes, and the e-reader is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time now, and so before we even begin, we have to go to this Pokemon Center in particular and talk to this guy right here. He'll be like, hello, you've got a wonderful smile. May I see your new profile? And this is where you get to enter a profile for your trainer card, I believe. And so what you want to do is you need to say a specific phrase. I need to scroll down to mystery. Where's V is up here. Mystery events. S. Mystery events is exciting. Mystery events is exciting. Fantastic! Your profile, it's wonderful. This is what you're about. Well, you know what, here's... wait, this isn't what... Wait a minute. What was the fucking phrase? I know it was mystery events is blank. Fuck. I should have memorized the damn... Oh boy. Oh boy. Give me 1 sec. I think I fucked up here. Cause when I looked it up, it's just mystery event, not events. Because he's supposed to say, oh, you know the secret saying. That means you're now a fellow member of the Mystery Event Club. Congratulations on your main menu. You can now unlock new things with cards and whatnot. And as an example, I'm going to show off an image right here of all the cards I currently own. I'm only going to show off a couple of them. So the cards that are in the 2 rows on the left, those were released as products you could buy, and you got packs of cards. They have trainers for a house in Moss Deep City, because there's a guy there. And normally he has a room that's all blocked off, but by scanning these trainers into the game, you can battle them. I'm primarily going to be using one of the trainers that come as pack-ins for Ruby and Sapphire. That's 2 of the cards you can see on the right. And that one card in particular, I'm going to show off a bit later. That's going to be for when we fight the Lotties, which will be Extra Episode 5, so... Because that ticket is how you get access to the other Lottie twin that you don't have access to normally. But I think for now, we're gonna do a cutaway to the e-reader itself, because I want to show that part of the menu. So I will see you guys in just a bit. And here we are with the e-reader itself. So as you can see, all of these options have voice menus, and yes, I have Donkey Kong 3 saved to this thing. But that's not what we're here for! What we're here to do is to scan a card, and to do that, I have to physically get up and scan the thing. So give me 1 second here. So, as you can see here, oh fuck, whatever, that just kind of happened. I have to physically get up and scan the card, and so now I can press the A button to I have to press A button here to do it. So we are sending a trainer to Pokemon Sapphire. I think I scanned Lady Astrid, as you can see by the lady sprite, and thank God my link cable still works. Fuck yeah! So that's the basic process of doing links. I will be doing this for the other 2 kinds of cards as well. For berries, and also that special Eon ticket card. And we can either try to resend it again, or we can just press P to get out of the menu. And I figured the e-reader screen is a bit more interesting. Plus, e-reader cards are something I want to go much more in depth on in the future when I have a access to a Japanese GameCube and a bunch more Japanese e-reader cards and games. Because I want to do something super in depth on this. Like, I want to go in and capture as much as possible. But for now, let's go shift back over to Sapphire and see that trainer we can fight. So, once again, I'll see you guys in just a second. And I figured before we begin, I'd show off that mystery events is now an option on the menu since we did that thing, which I showed off sending a trainer to. And this is why I fucked up the code. Because it says mystery events on this menu when the code itself is just mystery event is exciting. God damn it, game. Alright, so now that we're back here, now you'll want to come back here when you're actually going for specific, there are specific e-reader cards, specifically it's the berries, which I will show off, and the e-reader and the Eon ticket, which I will also show off, which I will at the very least get it here because I might as well show off everything that the e-reader has to do in this very episode. So I figured while I'm here, let's switch Aggron for Doduo. That works perfectly for this situation. Because now we gotta fly to Moss Deep. Our party is ready. I do not want to see Doduo's summary. Come on, man. Like, I caught a shiny of you in fucking Let's Go Pikachu. That doesn't mean you get to get a summary here. Also, you can fly to Battle Tower directly, so once you get there via the SS title, you never have to use it again. But now that we're here in Moss Deep City, we can actually go in this house. And normally the man would be sitting over in one of these chairs and the door is closed. But now we can actually speak to him directly, and he says, a trader named Astrid is visiting my home. Would you like to challenge her? So keep it to a 3-on-3 match. That's how all of these are, so let's get going. Once again, this is a save the progress thing. But as I've been putting this particular extra episode into snippets, this is a bit less of an issue. Talking about my cute Pokemon? As you'll have noticed on all of the e-reader cards, they always make them a bit of a mystery. If you look them up on the internet, you can find the details out for yourself. But I picked Astrid because for a Blaziken lead, this would work out far better, though. I do not appreciate Intimidates, just gonna say. And these are styled like Battle Tower fights. And for the level 50 and level 100 Pokemon you scan into the game, these trainers can also appear in the Battle Towers, so there's a neat detail for you. And I was just gonna say, Minen, I'm already using Blaze Kick. Now, Astrid and the Gentleman cards, as I said once before, these were packed into Ruby and Sapphire when you bought these new, so I figure if I'm showing off trainers, I may as well use the pack-in cards. And the hidden Pokemon are like Shiftry and Ludicolo, so surprise! Now, something special with the purchased battle cards is that there are special ones that are marked with a star on them. Those have Pokemon that are not in the Hoenn Pokedex. So like one of them I think is a Gengar. I think I faced another one that has like a Blastoise on it. I can't remember. That's where Post Me comes in. And then they also was like, oh, wasn't my Pokemon cute? I think overall these battle cards are super cute. I like it. And you are able to refight them whenever you want. And when you scan a trainer in, you will overwrite the previous trainer that is here. So I'm just going to tell you that right now. And I figure next we should probably... I'm just flying just to make things convenient for myself. Let's go ahead and scan those other cards in. So Once again, I'm going to... Since I showed you the process of scanning them in, I figure I might as well show you the process on the other end. Actually, nah. There wasn't really all that kind of a special screen. It's on the e-reader screen you get stuff. So I'm going to see you guys in a bit once again so I can show off the dialogue for receiving berries. So with that, I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright, at this point I've scanned in a berry, so let's go see our dad about that. Hi, Sapphy. I just received a very rare berry. I'd like you to have it. I scanned in an eggenberry because, for particular purposes, I like using this berry to increase the beauty of Feebas by a ton. But there's a something very unique about this berry. So, for one, it'll be at the very bottom of your tags here. So let's go ahead and check the tag just to show what it looks like. So, the cards that you buy that have the berry cards in them, you can't get multiples of these berries. And by that I mean you can't have multiple types of the berries, because this is considered the Enigma berry. The Enigma berry gets overwritten to be this kind of berry when you have it in the game. If you scan another type of berry, any copies of the berries that are in your bag or planted will change to become the new berry. So I figure I might as well get that one out of the way. And then I'm just going out for a moment, and then we're gonna cut and do the Eon ticket, because that has unique dialogue and I want to show it off. Okay, at this point I've scanned in the Eon ticket, so now we need to go see our dad and talk to him. Sapphy, good to see you. There's a letter for you. There's a letter here for you, Sapphy. Kind of noticed that this wasn't as well programmed or translated or whatever it is, because we're lacking some spaces after Dad and Sapphy. It looks a little bad. Anyway, this is how you primarily receive the Eon ticket in Ruby and Sapphire. And if you use a feature called Mixing Records, you can then transfer this ticket to Emerald version, where they can also get to use it. And once again, we have spacing issues. It appears to be a fairy ticket, but I've never seen one like it before. You should visit Lily Cove and ask about it there. Oh, we will, but just not right away. And now there's one last thing I want to show. But first things first, it requires throwing a Pokemon in the PC. And for this one, I vote Doduo. Because I will just run around for the rest of the game. No more flying necessary, no thank you. Though first things first, I want to be in a Pokemon Center. And this is going to be something a bit special. So, you're going to see something a bit weird in just a bit. So... Alright, now I've got something a little unique here, in that I have two displays on screen. On the left, I have the Pokemon Coliseum pre-order disc that you got when you pre-ordered the game, and on the right, I have the Sapphire capture window. So we're gonna start with the Jirachi special gift, and we're gonna be following the directions as it has here. You need a separate device, a GameCube, Game Boy Advance link cable, and your Sapphire cartridge. This will transfer a special Jirachi to your game. It will be level 5 and come with a berry that's dependent on your version of the game. If you have a Ruby version, you will hold a Salic berry that will increase your special attack by 1 stage when you consume the berry. You'll get a Gamelin berry, which raises defense instead if you have Sapphire version, which I have right here. So for starters, you need a free space in your Ruby or Sapphire game. So as you'll see, everything is connected here. Connect everything. And now I have to get up and reset the game really fast. So the Ruby and Sapphire cartridge is in the game, and it's now reading. So, there we go. You are now seeing this process going on. It's unable to update because it already patched it. And as you are seeing here, get a special little animation showing off a star, which will have a 3D model of Jirachi in it. So, let's come home, little buddy. This is... oh god, I can't remember how many times I've done this. Holy shit. And this Jirachi is transferable through the generations. And so, you get this Jirachi. You can get it as early as you get your Pokédex. It can literally be the second Pokemon you could ever get. And then that's how you successfully transfer a Jirachi. Sorry I couldn't display it in a full resolution, but I wanted to show things happening at the same time. So with that, I figured we should go back to the game and look at said Jirachi. Okay, now that we're back to a single screen, how about we go check that party and see that a Jirachi has been delivered to our party. Wish, Confusion, Rest. Like that's the moveset I thought it would have. So it'll have the original trainer of Wishmaker with this specific ID number. Now, Serene Grace doubles the odds of effects of moves happening. So say Thunderbolt's 10% chance is a 20% chance, as an example. So I think it's a 20% confusion rate on confusion. It's now 40, etc., etc., etc. This is the third example of a base 100 legendary Pokemon. Oh, I get the Salac Berry and Sapphire? What the fuck? I thought it was the other way around. Weird. But, you know what? That's fine. I can give the Salac Berry to someone else, I guess. If I do Battle Tower or any of the other battles again. Anywho, as I was saying before, this is the third example of a base 100 legendary, following Mew and Celebi. Jirachi has an awesome typing in Steel Psychic, only shared by Metagross. And it's good. It's real good. Yeah, so I just figured to show off that you can get level 5 Jirachi. You can transfer this motherfucker up all the way to currently Gen 7. So, at least Gen 7 at the time I'm putting this video out. So, that's the last little bit of this. So, I think I've dragged you enough on enough of a Wild Goose Chase with E-Reader cards, special link functionality. I think it's time we simplify things a little bit with a little something called wrapping up Trick Houses 7 and 8. Yeah, so I think with that, I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.